Tell me what I can do. I need you. What I can do. Tell me what I can do. I need you. I need you. What I can do. What I can do. I need you. I need you. What I can do. What I can do. I need you. I need you. What I can do.
Understandable smooth shit. Understandable smooth shit.
Can you hear me? I can't hear myself, but I hope that's fine. Yo, what's up? And now I'm here. Hello. Hello, good people. Hello, saturated people. Hello, friends. It's nice to see so many of you here. So many good friends. Two. What's up? Two. Two. Smace somehow sounds familiar as well. Not sure if it's that. Smace. Yeah. I can't hear myself, but I think that's this knob. Yeah, that's this knob. Can you hear me well and fine and loud? Because if so, then I can start with the stream. I can give it a bit more here and give it a bit more there. Yeah, this was parts of the Mana and Bias mix that we recorded 2 weeks ago on Fusion Festival. If you're not familiar with Fusion Festival, it's one of Germany's it's Germany's best festival, and it's one of the greatest festivals worldwide, I think. And I've been playing with my wife, with my awesome wife who goes by Mana. And we've been playing this set and we recorded it for you guys. It's 2.5 hours of music. And I'd be glad if you check it out in full. Thanks, Inspector. Yeah, but today, other than that, there's not going to be any PSAs. We'll dive right into your tunes and we'll dive right into feedback. Yeah, and I got this thing standing behind me and I can't put it off because I'm not sure if my beautiful wife has saved, so I'm a bit stuck between the machine and the other machine. I'm stuck between machines. Thanks, Mr. Mace. Thanks, Zane. Welcome. Okay, we'll start right with this is the wrong direction. I'm sorry, Inspector, you submitted last. So we're starting with Figment, good old Figment. Let's hear Fluttering. Yeah, um, would love to hear what Zane has to say about this track because I know he's been working with Figment as well as I have. Mr. Bob 889. Bob 89. Welcome, welcome everyone. Yeah, I think this one is pretty nice, sweet, sweet track. Would be interesting to know where the vocal is from because yeah, if it's splice, okay. If it's not, even better. Or if it's AI, I don't know. Yeah, drums a bit of squashing that always seemed to be a problem. I think the snare is also way too dry. Yeah, bob, 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 go for it, bobber. I think the main issue is the snare is too dry. When it comes to the drums, variation is great. Bit more squashing, yeah, but it was a nice open feel with the rides in there. And they sound nice. It had a nice skanky feel, yeah, with that one note. Maybe a bit or more dub processing on these skanky things. Maybe a bit more filtering. If you use a bandpass filter that sits right around 2K and gives you like 2 octaves or 1.5 octave. So from 1K to 3.5K, and then you LFO that or automate it a bit. That gives you a nice dubby feel that is like the original dub echo filter thingy. Something like that. The bass, yeah, I thought you know that issue when your bass is too low in note, not from frequency wise, but yeah, when it gets farty. I think the actual job was could have benefited from um, could have benefited from oct- putting it an octave up so it had more bass, actual bass energy, right? But I think he went for June 19th. Yeah. Ooh, I wasn't able to fix that. So it's the same sheet. I tried and then I forgot. My old brain, I think I'm getting more forgetful. So yeah, it's either low or it's a sound. But if you would put that an octave up, it's fine. But I think he went for that sound. But once, yeah, the whole tune just a semitone higher, maybe. But there's a lot of pitching then. So yeah, I'd rather put the whole bass an octave up and layer that in. But yeah, maybe pitching the whole thing up works. When the bass went up, I think in these little breaks where you see the comment here, this one around there, it sounded really nice though. And there was one thing about the intro, so let me have a quick listen to the intro again. Yeah, octave up would be way to go. Would have more power actually and not be as party. Still, you can get away with a fart bus, but then you might have to process it a bit more. Yeah, more because it's also inconsistent and dynamic, as Zane pointed out. You could squash the bass as well, and then maybe how do you say that? Push the first overtone, which is factually the octave, a bit more. Let's hear the intro real quick and then we move on. Yeah, it's funny how this is a reggae tune, but not a reggae, but tries to be a glitch hop trippy tune. That's quite a nice feature, I think. But yeah, in the intro, you already have too much sub bass going. Personally, for me, I think, and you're doing too much. You could be really stupid. Keep it simple. Keep it stupid. Stumpf ist Trumpf, as my people would say, or my peers. Make it stupid. So have that same loop going a bit longer instead of all the filtering and the non-ideal filtering, I think, of the drums and all that bass and all these different bass sounds. There's too much going on. Like, have a stupid loop, put the vocals on top, and don't have that much bass. But nevertheless, great tune, great idea. We got the man, the legend, the myth, Potato King X coming back with a beautiful titled "By the Hand Marty" tune. Marty. Yo, I just saw you sending it. It popped up here, so I think that's you. But we got "Bite the Hand Marty" first.
Beamer, I am the shining star of the underground. So, find me.
I'm out of your league in so many ways.
Was that supposed to hurt?
Yo, fuck, I'm sorry you had to listen to that. The wait we got. Yeah, maybe he should have bitten the hand harder. I don't know what's. Yeah. So focusing on the music, I think it's way too experimental. And I think you're abusing the clipping by now. Well, when you started sending stuff, you just found out about clipping, and now it's clipped to death. This makes my brain feel nice. Big ups. Maybe it helps. It's therapeutic. To me, it's just stressful. And the funny thing is when you say what kind of music you're making, you're saying dubstep. Not this time, but you're a farther from the light than you've ever been. For me personally, people seem to dig it, so I don't have anything really about this. It's absurd, yeah, but I can also like throw a bunch of random sounds, and it wasn't that random. Yeah, you're right, maybe. We got a Light Eyes bootleg, and Light Eyes has been sending heat in the last stream. Not the one that I did, but the one Brandon did. So, and before that, we had some horrific stuff. So I'm not sure what to expect here. Guess featuring Billie Eilish. OMG, let's go.
Hey Billy, you there?
You wanna guess the color of my underwear? You wanna know what I got going on down there? Is it pretty in pink or all see-through? Is it showing off my brand new lower back tattoo? You wanna put them in your mouth, pull them all down south. You wanna turn the shit out, that's what I'm talking about. Put them in your mouth, pull them all down south. You wanna turn the shit out, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You're so delicious. Yes, 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 don't have to guess the color of your underwear. Already know what you got going on down there. It's the lacy black pair with the little bows. The ones I picked out for you in Tokyo. I saw them when you sat down, they were peeking out. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're all I'm thinking about. I ride it like it's good, it comes to the smack color when it gets so bright. And Charlie likes boys, but she knows I'd hit it.
Yeah, volume went up quite quickly. Sorry, reading comments. A little splashy. I like the splashy hi-hat, but then I guess I don't know. What I really didn't like was that the build-ups had that ugly, noisy bass. Just to remind you, that's like just. I don't think it needs that, and I think it is. Yeah, should at least move a bit or move tones or yeah. Yeah, maybe it's part of the original, but is the original as ugly and as clipped? I mean, it's the build up and it's as loud as the drop. Yeah. So I'm not sure of this part. And then oh, is there ads going? I'm not sure. The settings might have changed. Should be dialed back on the ads, not sure. If you got a lot of ads, yeah, maybe I'll check the settings next time before going in. So I think this is too much and too aggressive and too abrasive. I think overall it could be a bit lighter, and yeah, it's quite the garage beat, but then it sounds too aggressive. I'm not sure why. It's maybe the mastering or something. And then yeah, the same abrasiveness continues on the drop, and instead of having like an idea or a plan for a bass line, it just moves through many different themes, and I don't think there's one theme that one of you guys could sing right now from the bass line. So there's nothing that keeps being stuck in my head personally. That's why so this all is good, but it's nothing to remember for me. There's nothing stand out. Sounds maybe a bit like yeah, putting loops together, right? And what I liked about the basses was mostly this second drop section. I think that bass was nice, and parts of the I'll play to you. Hookless, yes, hookless music. And that bass line was, I think, the most memorable, whatever that word is. For me, the thin line between 90s hardcore trance and modern intricate trap is too often fluid. Yeah, but it wants to be dubstep and garage, I think, rather. And that bassline is good, and there's sounds of the second drop that are as well like modern and good, and the rest is nothing that keeps me listening. But yeah, I like that part mostly. So we got the legend DJ Ride with another drum and bass number 2. Yeah, it can't decide. Yeah, maybe. So mash up that thing. Drum and bass 2, DNB 2. Let's go. Yeah, mushing it up here. Kicking the waves. I'm not sure how to kung fu me. Handy ringtone. Thanks. Yeah, it's somehow it's good, right? Having such a simple theme, I'd say. Positively, it's quite simple. Do 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 do. So it's a bit. It has a bit of a carnival vibe. I'm guessing. It's a fun time. It's an interesting scale as well. Probably you were using some Asian scale because yeah. I like the midsection. I like the breakdown somehow when it started because it made more sense than just the intro. It's a bit how you say shit. It's not shit. No, it's when something is very obvious and blunt. Yeah, not cheesy, but cliche. It's a bit cliche, right? It's a bit an Asian cliche. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that anymore today, being that cliche. Back then it was simpler times, right? The egg riser. Yeah, somehow I like the positive energy, and I also like the cliche, and I like the simpleness. But it was a bit too simple, I think, theme wise. I didn't like the call and response sound, although the call and response was nicely executed. It could have worked with a bit more rolling sub. I don't know. Drums were simple, but they worked for me. Cheesy and repetitive. Right, it was a bit too long for what it was. There was not enough of a theme. I did like the second bass. I'm not sure if it came in the first. That worked better for me as a bass, as a basis. So. Yeah, I like that sound combination better than the first one personally. And that one wasn't as cheesy, but it was too simple overall, even that section. Yeah, structure and even the theme. Mix was okay, was plasticky but powerful. Here we got Psychosexual from Spookington, and I'm not sure if you ever had something from Spookington before. If that's correct, that was that inspired by Silent Hill 2. I fear this is some spooky shit here. Let's go. Psychosexual. Yeah. Spookington also with 2 followers and no picture here. That's really spooky shit. Liquid drum and bass dance and email. No. Tags not so spooky. The tags are not so spooky, people. So let's hear it. Yo, shoutouts, right? Shoutouts, Spookington. Shoutouts, everyone in the chat. Transients. Yeah. Creative, when we all started out and we were trying to do something and we did stuff that was not quite in genre. That sounds like this. You're trying. Not bad. Yeah, quite actually liquidy because so light. But the sounds were not right. Right? As the snare. Oh, you like the snare. Damn. Kind of sound. Yeah, something wrong with the snare mix. I think it's not beatboxed. I think it's made with a snare synth, something like with the Ableton drum synth or something. I would get a result with these synth like this, and I wouldn't be happy because it lacks transition and definition, and there needs layer, and yeah, Bob might be right. I didn't figure that out, but it's slow for drum and bass. So, are you actually trying to make liquid, or are you just inspired by liquid sounding stuff? The thing I liked most about it was the vocals. So again, curious if that's a sample from the game or AI or splice sample. Also, like the pad was going all through the tune, or at least it went through the intro and over the drop, so it needs more variety. So it at least change it somehow on the drop. Yeah, everything about it had the same plasticky feel as the snare. Also, the pad had too much lows. Maybe it's not really distorting, right? Is it distorting? It just has a fuck ton of low and mid frequencies. Yes, the usage of some real Foley sounds to have a more crackly bit of snare, and the kick was not quite right. The kick pattern was not quite sitting. It sounded as it was from a different genre, right? It wasn't a drum and bass kick drum pattern. I'm not sure what genre though. Still, maybe it still needs to be invented. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, Here we got something. There's no turning back now. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you even like the Potato King Axis thing. Oh. Has no tone. Yeah. It's just a. Still, from everything in there, it made a nice idea. It had an atmosphere to it, but it was too stale, too static, too plasticky. But yeah, with some more crackling and more fireside recordings, stuff like that. It could have even added to the eerie atmosphere, but the pad also was too stale. Yeah. There we go. We got the SoundCloud waveform. I can try to reload and see if it's better. If we get a waveform, but who cares for a waveform if you got Grimtag on it. Here we go with a real waveform. It's Venomous. Venomouse. I'll just play it.
There's no turning back now.
So yeah, this, I think the question was if it feels too repetitive, and the first one, if the first drop feels too repetitive, and if the second drop feels too empty. I don't think either of that holds true, and that speaks to the perception we often have of our own music, which is the most interesting aspect here, I think, because it's not too empty; it's just right to me. It needs work on the arrangement, as others were pointing out. So the first drop isn't repetitive. In this short amount of time, you have like at least one huge change. So you have a drop one part one and a drop one part two. Koopa, Sweezy's, Doopy, showcasing. It's not quite showcasing. We're giving feedback to unreleased music, so I'm not sure what's your plan there. But yeah. So I did not quite like the intro, but I really, really did like the first drop. So also that's interesting because people were saying they like the second drop more. I also, liked how you brought in the pad on the second drop. But yeah, just look at the structure. You have half a drop of an intro, then you have a full drop, then you have two times the drop of a break, then you have a drop, and then you have half part of an outro. So the middle section is too long. Even if it's epic, it's too long. You can easily half that. You can easily make the drops longer. Could maybe even make the intro longer. I did like the build, the breakdown way more than the intro, although they were quite the same. So I definitely want to listen again. Yes, I want to listen. At least the first drop. The first drop is so minimal and perfect. I really like it. Maybe you can work a bit on the melody, or I'm not sure what Bob pointed out. He said something about the bass. Maybe he can elaborate. We're listening the first bit again. Yeah, I think you could get away with just not using the pad in the intro, with the vocals, and the snap. That's enough for the intro, in my opinion. And then bring in the pad either in the second half of the first drop or in the breakdown. I mean, every DJ would hate you for that, for having so much chordal energy here. So we'd rather have the doo-doo-doo snap, and that for 32 bars. That's enough.
There's no turning back now.
So this has such a nice bounce. Yeah, maybe you just make it more, give it a bit more force and a bit more power. It has power, but just a bit more root note energy, I guess. And then the vocals that come here are so nice, but I think you need to make them more concise, like carve them out even more, make them come through more, like bandpass them or saturate them, distort them, but just all of what I just said, just a tiny little bit. So they should sit a bit higher, like not from the pitch, not from the frequency, but from where the energy is in the spectrum. They should sit a bit more higher. I think they're too muddy, but they should be a bit more aggressive around, I don't know, 1K, 800 somewhere. So they're have more energy. Yeah, definitely extend the drops, definitely extend the intro. And yeah, this part is too long, just half it. And then in the second drop you also have an element that needs more conciseness. That part also could use a bit more love. I personally love the first drop way more than the second, but then yeah, that's taste, people. Tastes are different. I really do love that first one. That's really good, and it would work on Sound Museum if you just finish it. Great idea from last night. Thank you for sending. I think, yeah, that's all I have to say negatively about it, or constructively. Yeah, that's it. That's taste here, right there for you. The first one is perfect to me. Here we got Sire, and Sire also has been on my radar, right? Mr. Sire. Hybrid Sama demo Gmail. Gmail demo, what is up? You want to send a demo? Then you can submit through the form. Is that what you needed? Here, out of my way from Sire. Yeah, for sure, Mr. Tech.
I feel so much better when I'm with you. I feel so much better when I'm with you. Out of my way.
Yo, Sire Shagan. For I mean, yeah, structure was interesting. Music, the tune itself was amazing. I think it's really good. Not sure on. Yeah, it's really hard to properly feedback this because yeah, it should be, I guess, mixed like a radio song. Yeah, gluing maybe, and also maybe the vocals are a bit too distorted and too low in also in the that that's what happens when you mix down your own vocals. I guess you often give it too much of the fundamental instead of like a covering low shelving off the frequency. Yeah, did you like the song at the end? I think it's two songs, and that's I think often your main issue is you're dabbling in too many genres. So I personally like the first more, and in the end, it also felt like a bit lackluster on the trancey part because yeah, the techno part was I hated it, but it was okay. I hated it personally because I hate techno, and then it became trance, and the trance was just like adding a trance gate up thing to it. Before I really liked the song. So this siren thing really is yeah, it feels a bit unfinished. So the siren pops out a lot. I wanted to go to the drop instead of the build up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think you're trying to pack too much into a song here when it comes to the arrangement. The flow is good, the structure is good, but the arrangement is maybe not. Maybe too much build, maybe too much high, mid, and high in the mix. So I think you need to go back and really focus on what is the meaning and theme of the track and really be sure what you want. And if you really want to go into the 4 to the floor section, yeah, and shout out Sane on the samples. Right. He got the best samples in the whole world. Yeah. No, he does. But I'm not playing ads today. No PSA, no ads. So I'm really not sure on how to. Yeah, it feels a bit unfinished. But it's really hard to pinpoint. Maybe the chat can help me out here a bit more, but you already did. So we got Block Boy from Inspector now. Let's hear Block Boy.
I got packs. In my I got packs.
I just play a bit because it's so short. I'll play the drop again.
I got packs in my.
Yeah, this is it's a good boy. I forgot where is this Mandy's reference from? Oh, no second drop on the Block Boy. Yeah, this is a tasty Block Boy. This is a tasty boy. This is a big boy. I think I remember you sending an up tempo, a double time number last time, and what happened to that? I wanted to sign that actually, right? And you wanted to finish that. Is that correct? So this one is also a fine. It's good. Just finish it. It's a bit slow, right? It's a bit, but that's good. You also need slow music. Yeah. It's half-timey. It's not. But what happened to the other track, Mr. Inspector? Let me inspect it again. I hope you haven't released it with any of the other labels. Okay, yeah, this one would work well with Drazius. It's fine. You can also send this. I just like the other one more, but this one is also fine. A fine track. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's good. Maybe just a little bit less aggressive on the bass, but that's maybe just the time of the hour, so my ears get a bit tired. Especially today, I've been doing lots of listening, so yes, we're cooking ears here. So I wouldn't give too much on what I just said. My ears are cooked as well. So we got La Vue. It's a great track. That's my only feedback. Great track. Send the second drop. Send all the tracks. Send them all to me directly. Thank you. Thank you very much for considering Saturate Records. Thank you very much. And I mean it. Here's La Vue, who will release on Saturate as well, soonish. Because he has won our last, the one before Beat Battle. So I'm expecting a lot from you. I'm expecting a lot from La Vue. Yo, clean, 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 clean. Does anyone listen on bigger speakers than the headphones right now? Was there any proper sub on this? That's the most important question I need to have answered. Lots of detail and variation. The stops are. It was quite intense, yeah. But I think the intensity was a good feature. So let's do it in order. I think the synth in the beginning are exceptionally nice, but they have just a tad too much low end. I mean, rarely you can pull off synth with. It's nice when you can pull off synth with so much low end, because yeah, it's beautiful having chords that deep or melody played that deep. Yeah, intro was so nice, just a tad too much low frequencies made it a bit muddy is not the right word, but yeah. I really like the tones, but yeah, also it's quite loud. You could pull the full intro like 5 dBs less, so you have more impact on the drop. And then I'm not sure. Here we got some special sauce. I commented on there. Really, some special sauce on there. That was some bonus level type shit. Yeah, that's good. I was wishing for more laying sub, so you got there's no pressure on it. It's just boom, boom. But if you can you check how low that bass is? Maybe I'm not hearing it on my headphones. If that's the case, also something to consider, because consumer playback systems and stuff like that. And also, I was like missing the dead, not dead snares, the side, no, ghost notes, not dead snares. Like, 39. Okay, and you have a lot of energy on 39, so that's okay. That's lower than my headphones go, so that might be it. If just make sure it has pressure then, and then it's sound system music, and not to listen at home music, and then it's okay. Then I respect it. I respect your creative choices. I do. If it has enough power, and if it's a laying sub, and if it's not just boop, 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 boop. We really want that 39 hertz energy. Yep. Yeah, and a bit of not dead snares, but ghost notes in between, and yeah, a little bit of cut breaks to fill up that much of the space between kick and snare. There's space for other stuff in there. Yeah, more of that. Just not only in the breaks, not breaky stuff. Not only in the breaks, but also a bit more. Maybe just as on a second part where it gets more energy. Maybe. Hi-hats are maybe also a bit boring to compensate for the lack of breaks. We got Chassis. Chassis sent us some trap today. I'll just play it and read what he has written about it, and then we can discuss. Let me know. Yeah, I'll let you know, Chassis.
on my mind, yo.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, this one is released, so we will call it a cheeky promo. Just letting you know. Cheeky promo by Shazzy. Yeah, beat wasn't bad. No, it was poppy, right? So a different kind of thing that I usually. No, it's not bass music, but it's trap, I guess, something. And at least it was in key, and everything was on the right place in the right time. Just maybe a bit not exciting enough, right? It was just, yeah, it was a beat. Everything was working. But what was quite kitschy guitar lick. Everything was fine, right? Nice guitar. The guitar was a bit too loud, I think, in the mix. The kick, the bass kick thingy was not quite an 808. Was a bit low. Same problem again, so it was a bit rattly. But if you would have mixed that right, it could have worked. Yeah, something on top. Like if you put a synth on the melody on top of the guitar, you have something that maybe lifts it off, or yeah, more from the guitar, but then it gets really guitar. Yeah, not bad. Bit work on the mix. If you recorded the lyrics on your own, I know they're not yours, but they didn't sound like the original recording. Even the vocal recording wasn't bad, wasn't perfect, but it wasn't bad. So yeah, work more on your skills and you're on the way. At least everything made sense. And it had the right chords and the right root note, whatever. Everything fine. Now finally we get to Smace with Grim. S. Mace, Mr. Mace. Here we go. Another trap song, right? At least it's labeled trap. Yeah, Tom, your feedback is on point today. I also thought the snare was a bit thin, or not quite thin, but the whole drum processing has like a certain frequency that yeah, it sits on the kick and the snare, so I'm guessing it's like a bass processing, and it's quite high and makes them sound a bit plastic. And maybe it's a bit too much, or the frequency is the wrong one, or probably not wrong. So it's rather just a bit over processed in that region. So also, yeah, a bit thin. It not quite enough impact. I'm not sure. It's quite. There's a lot of good things to be said about this. So I agree also with Grimtech. It's lovely, and yeah, it's a vibe, right? But I think the drums are too simple. The breakbeat was very nice, very nice. I personally like the one part that I really like was when the toms or whatever sound went crazy, weird. I like it. Oh no, it's the ads again. Okay, I'll pause and wait. I'm not sure if I can. Yo, 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 yo. Let me know when we're back. Okay, we're back. Who's back? Oh, we got Grim here. So I was saying, drums are too simple. One thing I forgot, and then I really like the percussion when it got weird. That was really a good edit. I tried to find it. Yeah, I would have wished more for this kind of processing, the instead of the so yeah, I did like a lot about this track. Yeah, I did stop when you said ads were coming, and sorry for the ads. I removed them next time. I allowed maybe a little bit, and they totally went overboard with the automation of it. So the feedback, and I did not do any feedback while we had ads running. Let me drop the second drop. Yeah, I personally liked it when it got more complex with the breakbeats, and I liked the weirdness. If it was a track with just that little tiny element, then I would be all over it. Like, this is a bit static and stale drum-wise, not really groovy, but as it's so clear and clean and cleaned up, it does work very well. It's still a nice track. Just personally, I would have wished more for the kind of toms. So we got a bit more. Hybrid Noise did send 2. So I might skip one. Let's do Wellcoat. He came next. Yeah, not harsh, but there's a certain high frequency that was over Yeah, bro. Well, um, this is nice. Very good. Yeah, same. I agree with right. Maybe a bit cheesy for the intro, but yes, like C64. A bit more advanced than C64, but the drop was awesome and maybe a bit full, right? But the sound, the G. Jonesy sound was absolutely smashing. Yeah, hard. Yeah, I think this is too cheesy because it's not processed enough. So the rave steps should be a bit more processed, making them more, EQ them more, saturate them more, low pass them, make it more aggressive. Because the whole build up also has so much energy, enough energy, so you can dial that bit back to even be more droppy on the drop. Drop the dropper, junk the junker. Yeah, it's quite healthy tune. And I think the kick and the sub. And the kick sounds a bit plasticky again, like out of drum synths. Book, book. Could have more stomp. Could have more stomp. Could have more real kick drum feel trademark. And the bass could be more deep, not deep, more sustained and more. Bass and kick feel a bit plasticky and a bit weak compared to the rest. Yeah, well, although it's nice, you have just a straight sub, sine sub kind of type of super saturated sine sub. Huh? That's good. Very good, very good. But the drum kick combo feels a bit over the top. Yeah? And that's over the top. Yeah? It's a bit too much OTT. Could be a bit more. Yeah, could be added some real samples on top of that. That would be nice. Nice track, nice sketch, nice work in progress. We got something dreamy, and this one is released by Galaxy Tones. Masterpiece, thanks, the best. Chill-electronic. Jeez, another new genre has been born. And it's released, so it's a cheesy promo. Cheeky, not cheesy. Cheeky promo. Here we go. We'll still play it because I need some eclectic chilltronic. Here we go. Dreaming Journey Part 2. Yo, nice track. Thanks for the minute of chill out here. 3 minutes, 3:33. Also interesting discussion you stoked here. So yeah, I'm not going to give a lot of feedback because what would feedback help you? Because it's released, yeah. If I would say the snare is shite, you can't change it anymore. But yeah, we learned something new. There's people making chill electronic, and the snare is not shite. It's decent, well put together, and in the best case, you wrote all of these piano parts yourself. It was chill. Thank you, Galaxy. Now probably to something more heavy, judging at least from the covers here. We have hybrid noise with broken and hybrid noise without breaks, and because we're only playing one tune, I'm playing half of each. Maybe if it's dope, I'll play. If it's exceptionally dope, I'll play both. But let's see. Yeah, what the fuck? Hybrid noise. I think I saw you on the server. Are you on the stream? Please be in the stream. Somehow, lately, I've seen popping up this name, maybe on the server. Probably needs to be on the server. In the Discord. You should join the SATURATE Discord. Everyone should join, but our item off. Oh, peace, sane. Thanks for being. Yeah, that was the last track. So, you've seen it all. Sad to see you go, though. Yeah, hybrid noise. This is ridiculously dope. A bit weird, but the snare, I've heard snares like this, but it was an awesome snare and rarely heard something like this. Yeah, maybe it was a bit too all over the place, but there was many interesting ideas in here. Mixdown was on point, very modern and very good. A lot of people could slice some chunks of your mixdowns for them, their knowledge brains, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these kind of processed snares. No, the wick, that sound. That was awesome. A bit too straight for me in parts. Yeah, when it goes bass housey like the other track, it's not for me. But yeah, I need it as well. We need more hybrid noise. I'll reach out to Hybrid Noise and let him know it's dope. It's dope music. I like dope music. Dope music from Hybrid Noise is good music. And before I get too brain rot, I will end the stream here, and I just urge you to play more or listen more of this mix, which I keep playing a bit for you while ending the stream. And hope to see you next time. I might miss next time because I have a date or a different thing going. So probably see you in a month, which is a long time, I guess. But we got, thanks Bob, really appreciate it. We got Envious on Tuesdays. I think we got Brandon covering next week. So there's good feedback streams, good people. You can join good feedback streams. And yeah, this is SATURATE here, our favorite SATURATE. Yeah, thanks Tom for the good feedback. Thanks for the nice time with you. Thanks everyone. Love you. I need to raise this hand. Yeah. See you around. Good night. Yeah, this tune, everyone played edits of this tune, Fusion Festival. I heard lots of good edits of this tune or remixes, but yeah, we played the original. But watch this mix here. It's coming up. Takes a bit. Bye bye. No, not here. It's still coming up. This is the main drop, and then the next one. And I'll shut up now.
Piss the neighbours off from turning up and showing out the cook lit. 4:30 in the morning, all in making more than just the music, real shit. Look around and the vibes are vibing, riding on the high wave, you can't slip. See the cracks in the wall around, I walk around with smile on face and get this. Yeah, red hot, rounded, headshots, pigs fly, skets on, bullshit, guess what? I couldn't give a fuck with the rest on. Head down, keep it a buck while I get strong. Est out of my hometown to collect on. All that I'm all got, plenty to show, got plenty of grease, got something inside, got all that I need, don't fuck up the vibe, I cannot decide if you wanna try grow. Lord knows that I'm here for plenty of time, got plenty of lives to goodbye in a sec. Blinking, you're missing, all my life feel like something missing. But these days this shit's just clicking. Replay old memories and question if I was ever there. Don't feel real, I feel that I was never there. DA to E3, could've never bear the thought of not being me, never swear. Transcend and reroute again, find a home in the heart of a heartless moment. Chasing freedom with a squad, you know, with a couple of friends of mine I keep close.
There is a kind of tea ceremony still served by Zen monks and literary men who are just entertaining their friends, artists and so on, which is very informal indeed.
Have some tea. Some tea, then have 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 some tea.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water, like water, like water, like water, like water. Water. water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Naturally rise, and you'll know that it's real because everybody will be able to see it in your eyes.
insane.